Today I'm reviewing my first ever Islander watch. This is the ISL-97 open heart design dress watch. It was sent to me by longislandwatch.com after I inquired about it after seeing it on their website. I'd never seen a review done on this watch beforehand, so asked if I could be sent a sample to review. They then graciously accepted and sent me the watch to review. There is no affiliation or partnership with longislandwatch.com, therefore they do not have any editorial control over what I draw in the verdicts of this video. But I'd like to say regardless, thank you to longislandwatch.com for sending me this watch to review. So now, let's go on to specifications. The specifications for this watch are absolutely incredible for the price. Now the price of this watch is $199, roughly £150, and what you get for that money is really good. Starting off with sapphire crystal, you have a flat sapphire crystal, which means you do not have any distortion at the angles because it's not domed. And it is very nicely coated with anti-reflective undercoating, so you do not get a lot of glare off this watch. This watch is also fitted with an NH38 movement, which is a Seiko movement and a cousin to the NH35 movement commonly found in microbrand watches. This version does not have a date wheel, which means there's no ghost date position, which is always very nice to have. This watch features a screw-down caseback and screw-down crown, meaning it has 100 meters of water resistance, as well as having a display caseback, meaning the case diameter of this watch is 39mm, with a case thickness of 11.5mm and a lug-to-lug distance of 45mm. This watch comes with a butterfly deployant stainless steel clasp with slight perlage on the underside, accompanied by a brown alligator leather strap. But as this watch's lug width is 20mm, it means it's very easy to swap straps on and off this watch, as it's a very convenient lug width. So now going on to some of the pros of this watch. First off, it's lovely to see sapphire crystal at this sort of price bracket. Sapphire crystal being the hardest crystal there is on the market means you don't have to worry about scratching the watch up as much. And also having 100 meters of water resistance means that even though it's not necessarily essential on a dress watch, it's nice to have to not have to worry about getting caught in the rain or washing your hands and splashing water on the watch. Furthermore, the clasp on this watch feels really solid and really nice clicky tactile feel to it. The crown is also signed with the simple Islander logo, which is a very nice touch, as well as having applied indices on the dial and applied logos on the dial. It makes it really nice to catch little glimmers in the light. But now for the best bit, and that is the dial. The sharp handset resembles the tools commonly found in the hands of a skilled surgeon, and just like the surgeon, these too are precise instruments serving a humble necessity. But I can't miss out the thing that pulled me to this watch to begin with, and that is the dial itself, a soft cream colour with vertical lines running throughout. This for me resembles the long veins of untouched sand found in an empty desert. That is until you stumble across the silver bullions serving as hour markers, or fall down the cavern which is the open heart. This truly is the real spectacle of the watch, allowing us to spectate the escapement hard at work regulating the watch, as well as witness the pulsing heart of the watch, the balance spring. Unfortunately, perfection does not exist, and therefore there are a few downfalls to this watch. The first off being the perlage on the underside of the clasp. It was meant to be a nice little detail, but instead it's not deep enough, so it looks like it's just a bit of dirt or scratching. The next thing being the indice or their lack of at 9 o'clock. I feel like a half baton would be nice to have, or maybe even an overhanging baton, but not having anything at all isn't great for timekeeping. The next thing is one of the biggest things for this watch, and the reason I personally would not wear it, and that is the strap itself. The strap is a really tough alligator brown leather, and while I love the look of it, it is not a nice watch to wear because of this strap. It does not conform to the wrist well and will need a lot of breaking in to be able to wear regularly, which is a real shame because I really enjoy the clasp on this watch, and I really wish they would change this out for a calf leather, and that's what I would personally do if I owned this watch. The next thing may not be to everyone's taste, and that is the display caseback. I personally do not feel this is necessary at all for this watch. As it's already got an open heart display on the front of the watch, I don't know why you would need it again on the back. And this, while may not seem like a big issue, as it's a dress watch, thinness has always been traditional with this watch, so I'd recommend removing the display case back so you can lower the thickness of this watch to maybe 10mm instead of 11.5. Lastly is a small detail on the back of the watch once again, and that is the Islander logo. I'm not sure why this logo is here, it feels a bit out of place. I feel instead you should have the model number, maybe ISL-97, or a serial number. It just feels a little out of place, that's all. And that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please show your support by liking this video and commenting down below. If you want to see more reviews like this, I'd recommend subscribing. But until this video, goodbye.